Welcome to the BuzzBait podcast. Never mind, I can't fucking do it.
What the fuck?
You want me to do it? I can
So
talk real fast.
the last intro was like 4 hours long, so I wanted to cut it down and speak really fast.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay,
Take a deep breath.
you guys can't laugh.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
That's the one thing that fucks me up. Because now I'm laughing. Welcome to BuzzBait Podcast, your way of something new each week. I'm your host, Lara. With me today, probably as always, are my co-hosts, Collin and Meghan. Collin and Meghan, how are you? Did you guys know that in like a couple months, we're going to be fucking robots?
Wait.
Fucking robots or
Yeah,
like
I was gonna ask clarification.
elaborate what the adjective there is for?
Like
is it an
sexual
adjective or
okay. Relations with
Hell
robots.
yeah, dude.
There's a CNET article that was written August 15th, 2014, that reported in 2025, our lovers will be robot.
I played Nier Automata. I've been waiting for this day to come. 2B got that fucking dumpy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Funimation had that anime Chobits. Like, it makes sense. I don't think you were supposed to fuck the robots, but people definitely did.
Oh, on God.
100%. The article is actually quite interesting, and it talks about how people's fear, again, this was 10 years ago, and we're in a totally different place now, but how people's fear was that robots were going to completely take over their jobs, and, they wouldn't be given opportunities in certain career fields and stuff, and that their words here, quote, "There will be vast numbers of people with little to do. They will need far more love, or at least lovin', than before." That's where one expert surveyed the report that robots may be the salvation.
Okay.
One expert was like, yeah, but if we need more love, we could just fuck the robots too.
You know that guy was just trying to like push people to make the sex robots. He was just like, yeah, guys, I have an idea for that. We can avoid that issue, I promise. Just start building this.
And it says as well that moreover, just last year, so around the time this article was written, that would be 2013, 9% of people expressed their cheeriness at the idea of robot sex. I think where we are now, that number exploded.
Yeah, they're already making sex robots. They're just not, unless you're willing to pay like, I think, $500,000, you just get like it's basically just a sex doll that can move.
Yeah, it's not obtainable yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're getting there though. I'm trying to find a good picture that isn't like somebody drawing her naked for reference of why I made my Nier Automata joke. But the unfortunate
it's
thing
2B,
is,
right? She has like the fat ass.
you're a 2B. Yeah, she got fucking dumpy. I played that game and I was like, yeah, dude, robot. Yeah, and when they started making sex robots, I was like, where is 2B? You guys that's the only one you got to make. I promise.
I have no idea.
I've been a certified robot fucker since day one. Pro robot sex. Pro, don't be weird with anybody else. Just go be weird with your robot.
Yeah, like, don't harass people in public. Just take all your weird shit, go home, put it on your robot.
One part of the article that I thought was interesting, that does tie back into what I just said about, like, don't be weird with other people, be weird with your robot, is that the writer of this article says, "The robot will never stand you up, always listen to everything you say without a whisper of disagreement, and will happily turn over and go to sleep if you happen to not be in the mood." The one thing there that he said that I was like, that's weird, was to always listen to everything you say without even a whisper of disagreement.
That is because a surprising percentage of people who hire prostitutes just pay them to talk to someone and like have somebody listen to their problem, because prostitution is in some areas cheaper than therapy.
Yeah. But I was going to bring up how if we do, even though I know I am pro robot fucker, but there are cons to this, people. You gotta think. One thing that if we were to be a robot fucking society, I believe like domestic violence would go up
Oh my
so
God.
much.
so much.
That's just Detroit Become Human. Guy just like beats the robot, and you like show up to his house, and it's just like, what's going on here? And the robot is like hiding upstairs because it killed the dad for beating his child and almost attacking her.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be walking a fine line when we get to that point for sure. But also the idea that like the robot just agrees with everything you say is also dangerous, because then you get those real weird guys who are gonna be saying horrific things to this robot, and it's just gonna nod and be like, "Yes, dear, of course."
See, I took that as like a guy, like a young dude before he's ready to like settle down and get married and have fucking kids is gonna be used to treating someone as a robot and like putting all of that same thing on
That's
that.
why
And
you
then
get
when he
women
gets a
their own
real
robots.
person- But that's the thing, like when he gets a real person, he's gonna treat it like the fucking robot, and it's just gonna not go well.
Nobody ever dates people again, guys. You get the women to somehow during the process, the male robot has to like extract egg, and then you get the female robot to just be able to like ship off what she collects. And then that's how the human race reproduces from thenceforward. There is no more like human to human relationships. It's all robots.
So we're just fucking robots, and then the robots
we're just
are
fucking
shipping
robots.
off.
Yeah, the robots are like, all right, honey, I will go to work and return home later. And you're like, all right, babe. And then she goes and delivers what she collected, and the males go and deliver what they collected. And then there's some lab somewhere, like some horrific sci-fi dystopian future. There's just a factory of the human race's reproduction.
I'm trying to think of how the male robot
Yeah,
would
that's the only part that I'm like,
eggs.
I don't know how that would work without like physically hurting the woman.
Right, because then, great, because now women just keep suffering.
Yeah, that's the one part where I was like, I don't know how this would work. But by the time we have these advanced robots, I'm sure somebody will have found a non-painful way to accomplish this process.
Outside or inside the hole of the tiny little hole of the robot penis. The robot penis may be tiny too, but there's a little tube. Yeah, exactly. Women's choice. A little tube will come out, like tiny, almost microscopic tube will come out, and then just out the eggs. And then we're done.
Yeah, perfect.
Ta-da! Human race continues.
And then, yeah, like, that's the other thing is, like, obviously this comes with, like, the quote-unquote addition of, like, you can program, like, as weird as this sounds, like, you can program your perfect lover. You can give him a fat hog. You can give him just something a little nice and casual. And then with how the male brain works, there's gonna have to be a lot of like adjustable options for those robots. But I can't speak for how women's brains work, so I don't know how much you guys would like to adjust. I know, Lara, you wouldn't be interested in the male robot at all.
So we're not thinking about gay people, surprisingly, for being three gay people.
Fucking rip, dude.
Maybe no, you know what? Maybe if we just
make unisex robots.
Oh shit! Yeah, never mind. That's a better idea.
One model fits all.
Everybody. Or you just give everyone.
Here's my prediction. Maybe Alex Jones was right. Maybe we do need to start putting chemicals in the water, but it turns the people gay. Everybody needs to be gay in the future for this ideal world to work.
So, I'm thinking just give everyone one guy, one girl robot, right?
Okay.
You don't have to fuck them if you don't want to, but you know they're there.
A couple roommates.
Exactly.
And then maybe you decide one day that you want to give it a try.
Maybe the robots will fall in love.
Maybe you could be like the background character in the next robot romantic comedy. I
was gonna say, and if they want a threesome, you're a available option.
Otherwise, you're in the cuck chair.
We need to get into the company of robot fucking, guys. We have a business venture here.
Go on fucking Shark Tank and be like, sharks, we are asking for $100 million and you get 0% of our company. Here's what we're doing.
Fucking robot.
We are going to make the perfect romantic partner that you can customize and create yourself. Or they can just help you out around the house. The choice is yours.
People will know if you're a fucking degenerate by what choice you make, because you don't gotta fuck them, but if you do, people will know. But that's the thing, like, nobody would want to admit, like, yeah, I fucked my robot. Everyone would be like, no, I just use it to clean it.
Man, you wouldn't want to admit.
I think it would be more open than you think.
Yeah, like if everybody's got
be
the
backlash
option, if everybody's got the option, it'll take a couple years of them being out there before people are starting to finally be like, yeah, dude, like I fuck my robot buddies that the government sent me.
But then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I actually, you know, I went out on a date and I fucked this girl, and someone's gonna go, ew, a human?
Ugh.
Sounds
what do you do when it doesn't start vibrating?
As someone who's like, okay,
you can just get to know your robot, Meg. It's okay.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't know that I'd ever be able to form a strong enough emotional connection to be like, yeah, let's fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't.
I assure
that's why
you,
I'm
the
saying,
human brain is capable of pack bonding with anything.
Here's the thing: put a paper bag over the robot's head; it's not gonna care. But also, you don't have to fuck it. It could just be like someone in your house that does your chores.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Okay, no, but listen. Imagine a world where, right, people can and will and would like to fuck the robots, right? And then I don't want to fuck a robot, but I'd like to fuck a person. Like, eventually, I'm not gonna be able to find a person who wants to fuck me because they got robots.
These are the problems that will be the plot of the dystopian sci-fi game that we create the world to become.
Yeah, this is like, Meg, what you're describing kind of sounds like the world if being straight was not normal and being gay was. Like, it sounds like that video where the girl's like, oh, I have a crush on this guy, and all the gay people are like, breeder, gross. Breeder.
Right, but here's the real issue: is it's not even just that, because if nobody wants to, but then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sad, and then I'm just gonna I would just be an incel, like that's all it would be, and then
oh, that's why Meg doesn't like this idea, because Meg has to become an incel.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is like I would technically be then classified as an incel, and
no, you wouldn't be an incel. You wouldn't be an incel unless you start posting on the internet about how you don't fuck robots because you still believe in the pure love of human to human. As long as you don't get weird about it and you're just like, the people around me aren't interested in fucking people anymore, that's just a life you're gonna have to adjust to. But if you start posting on Reddit about how you're not into robot fucking by choice and you think that human to human should still be the way of the world, that would be what makes you an incel in this weird dystopian future.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Would they still be called incel?
Involuntary celibate is what incel stands for, right?
Yeah, but I'm thinking I don't know. To me, they probably come up with something.
They call you a fleshy.
Well, you want to know what, though? Ew, I don't like that. But also, I was just about to say, it's not even that they're involuntary celibate, because they could have sex with a robot. So it's not that it's involuntary.
That's why I was saying, would they even be called incel still?
Yeah,
but fleshy, that's a good one.
Yeah, fleshy. They call you a fleshy. You don't think it's a good one because you are one, Meg.
Ooh, roasted.
I don't want to be called a fleshy, and I just don't.
Dude, when can we drop the merch with the fleshy shirt? We gotta drop the robo fucker and the fleshy shirts.
Actually, merch ideas for this, it's hitting. I mean, I will say that,
all the cursed shit we're gonna say in this podcast alone, we will have merch for decades.
I just don't think AI is in a place where I will be able to come to love a robot.
Well, yeah, we gotta get the AI to speak proper sentences first.
How many people do you think are gonna create robots that look? I know you had 2B up, but I'm thinking Mr. Clean robot to fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Honestly, the number of people, both male and female, that I've heard either accidentally just let it out in conversation or just talk about it, there are a lot of people who want to fuck Mr. Clean.
I was just about to say, people get thirsty for Mr. Clean?
Do you think in the Mr. Clean universe they call him Mr. Freak?
I don't think so.
And
Well,
instead of just providing cleaning products, he eats ass and sucks toes.
Yeah, I mean, he just shows up in these women's houses
That's
on the
true.
commercials.
He does do that.
Can you imagine you come home and your wife got a Mr. Clean robot? And it's like, yeah, he's just for cleaning the house, I swear. I swear he's just here to clean the house, honey.
Yeah, the other issue you would run into with that thought in mind is like the issue that we've already got of like people deep faking streamers and celebrities.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you would definitely have like people making robots of actual humans and be like, this is who I want to fuck. And then that person just has to eventually find out through some like cursed news leak that like over 50% of sex robots look like this person. And then they have to read that and just go, oh no.
Well, that's the other thing. Is like I just don't know that like given the fact that like a robot really can it consent properly? Like I don't know, man. I don't want.
That's what I'm saying. Like domestic.
It consented in the terms of service that I signed.
But that's what I was saying. Like it's, domestic violence is going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
Because these people, men or women, are used to a robot, are used to this human-looking thing doing whatever they want and whenever they want.
Yep.
That they're going to go eventually, hopefully, to a real human, but then treat them the same way as the robot.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to add the whole like there's gotta be in your senior year, I don't know like when the idea of oh my god, that's a giant fucking spider. I don't remember what I was talking about, but we can move on to a different idea that I just had to fix that. And that is that robots are much stronger than people. Oh, I do remember what I was talking about now. Okay. Alright, here we go. Got it. We're back, baby. So what you do is, I don't know what the window is that we're expecting like the robot companionship to start or go until, but like there's gotta be like some kind of class at the end of the window where like you're expected to go out and find a real person. And at that you have to take this class and you have to pass it to show that like you understand that the person you're gonna start dating next is not the robot you've been with for X amount of time.
In the article, they recommend, again, this was 10 years ago, but they recommend going on a couple's date, like someone you want to date, but you each bring your robot.
Oh my god.
That's actually not the worst idea. Like the first couple that do it, it's gonna be real weird and people are gonna make fun of you.
Oh, you're gonna be
it's the same issue with like the whole introducing the robots in the first place. It's gonna be real weird, and eventually people are gonna be like, "Yeah, how else would you do it?"
Yeah.
I thought that was a good idea.
That does, but honestly, like it's definitely like so fucking weird. But at the same time, like, what else are you gonna do? But I also think that it's gonna like that kind of situation. If we do have like large scale, realistic robots that people get emotionally like attached to, like a sort of polyamory is going to be so much more popular. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be, like, a polyamorous relationship where, like, you're my human partner and this is my robot partner. And that's just how it's gonna be. And it's like, yeah.
That's gonna be the new class symbol is how many robot partners can you have? Or how many robot partners can you afford? Because that's the other thing that we're not thinking about is that unless we, like, manage to create a world of, like, actual machinistic perfection, you're gonna have to maintain this fucking thing, too.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Can't be too rough with it.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking buy new parts.
They're gonna have to like release BDSM models for those people to have and use. Because if you try and just like bust out some crazy moves on the normal robot, you're gonna like bust something of the internal systems.
Imagine you're fucking your robot and like one of the ass cheeks deflates. I'd be so sad.
Oh no.
I'd be heartbroken.
Oh my god.
My robot's BBL, dude.
Yo, that's insane. I just can't even imagine. And what does your robot say at that point? Like, oh no, it's fine, everything's fine.
Your robot would probably literally go. It would literally list out the part name and say that it broke.
Yeah, it would literally be like boop boop, boop. Ass cheek, left cheek, Deflated.
Left ass
you
cheek
like me to-
disrupted.
Would you like me to order a new part on Amazon?
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there, coochie just dried up, and I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
We can have it here. Amazon overnight delivery?
Yeah, it would be like your Amazon overnight delivery, $20 more.
Amazon instant delivered in 8 hours or less.
Dude, I would abuse the fuck out of that program. I order something, and like, I'm immediately looking out the window to see if it arrived.
Same. It's like expected date 3 days from now. Me places order and then immediately goes to check my front door just in case.
100%.
Well, sometimes Amazon doesn't realize how fast they can get it to you. I swear to God, sometimes it'll be like, yeah, it'll arrive in 3 days, and it's like, arriving early right now. And it's like, what the fuck? In
Yeah,
one day?
a fun trick I learned to bully the Amazon system is add something to your wish list for like a week and then order it, and there's a chance that the nearest fulfillment center will have like at least stocked a couple more of it because it'll register like where your location is versus their nearest fulfillment center. And if you have something wish listed for a little bit, there's a chance that they might just have one ready so that when you finally place the order for it, it's just there to ship.
That's fascinating. If that's how that works, that's nuts.
It doesn't always work, but I've seen that it does work with a small handful of things that I've ordered where, like, if I just try to order it now, it's like expected delivery date a week from now. But then I was like, but what happens? And I just put it on my wish list, and then I waited the normal week that I would have to get the product, and then it's like expected delivery date 48 hours. And I was like, okay.
I wonder if they do that because they see that, someone in the area, or maybe a multitude of people in the area, whatever, depending on how big the area is, wish list it, put it in their cart, maybe even bought it, so then they just ship a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's fascinating, and I mean, ingenious. I mean, if they're like, yeah, well, I know for a fact one of these people at least is going to be buying this shit on their wish list, and there's like 10 people in this area who all added it to their wish list because we fucking advertised it all in this area on fucking Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, then like we'll send 5. At least a couple of these people are gonna get it. I mean, that kind of like preemptive shit. See, that's smart AI. That's working for the people.
But that's also scary because it's like,
oh yeah, super scary.
Yeah,
but it benefits us.
It doesn't. I mean, it benefits Bezos.
Yeah,
I guess it benefits us in terms of like
we get our shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. The other day one of my friends was saying how they didn't look up something, they didn't talk about it, nothing. It was just on Prime Day, something that, they were thinking about getting. They, according to them, like never talked about it or anything. But they were thinking about it, and on Prime Day, it popped up on their home screen or whatever as like a, check out these deals. So they just added it to the cart and bought it immediately. And then suddenly their YouTube and like Twitter, all that was filled with ads for the product that they just bought.
Damn.
Yo, what's way worse is when it's like not like products and shit. So like, okay, so like I understand in this instance, like for sure it was obviously that I Googled something or that I had mentioned something via text, right? I know that it's what it was, but like the distance to which it traveled. So like if this had been like a Google thing and then it popped up on YouTube in my ads, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Google owns YouTube. But when it pops up in my Facebook ads, I'm like, why the fuck? And it's not anything like, it's not a product. That's what really fucked me up, is like, it's not a product. I Googled parvo in dogs, okay? Parvo, which is an illness. And then I'm getting Facebook advertisements about, like, here's how you can prevent the spread of parvo. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's not even a product. What is happening? How does that happen?
But isn't it weird? It's like instantaneous. I think that's the thing that's like that fucks up a lot of people. It would be fine if it was like you Googled something and then maybe a week later it showed up, because at that point a lot of people are forgetting that they fucking Googled it. You know how many times I Google something a day? If you show me something a week ago that I Googled, I would not have remembered. But it's the fact that it's instantaneous. I'm sure talking about whatever, if I right now, because I have my phone out, if I were to be like, blue rug, I want a blue rug, now my ads are just going to be filled with a blue rug.
Yeah, I'm sure that if I go check like Google and stuff, I'm probably going to already have ads for bug spray, because that was a fucking creature.
Right, like that. See, that's what really would fuck me up. Like, it just recognized that you were complaining about a spider, and then the next thing you know, you're getting fucking like bug
raid ads,
ortho fucking ads, like spider barrier, you know. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's what really fucks me up about this stuff. But at the same time, it's like there's literally nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter if you say, don't. Like, if you don't allow every app to access, like, your mic or, photos, whatever, like, they're just gonna find it. They're just gonna do it anyways. It's so crazy.
Like,
it do be that way.
Like, oh yeah, no cookies for advertising purposes, and it's like, okay, but like me Googling this to get to this website, like, Google has already sold that I even looked this up. So whether or not your website takes cookies for advertising purposes, Google's already selling that shit for advertising purposes. Like
100%.
And it's like the craziest fucking thing to just
realize. And on the topic of weird ads, I am still getting, I think the most recent one I got was a full sex doll through Temu, and I was like, what is happening?
Well, with the
imagine
talk, you're gonna get some
I was just thinking about like the sex robot, and it was like, I'm thinking like they'd probably make it so it's like the cheaper version has like ads they just play, so it's like you'll be in the middle of fucking it, say like you're, I don't know, sucking some dick, and then the male robot is like, check out Temu today.
You're just going to town throwing out some oral trickery, and then you just hear download Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm thinking maybe, or it would be like all robots, it's like all the same model, but there's a paid subscription for no ads.
Oh my god.
And you can up the subscription for like wetter pussy or some shit. I think that's how you make money.
We're out here microtransactioning the sex bot industry.
Dude,
the sex robot industry.
Are you gonna tell me that's not gonna happen? They're gonna game the fuck out of that.
Yo, speaking of that shit, microtransactions. So I got this new desk, right? And so with this new desk, it comes with like an LED strip, right? And the LED strip, it was like, oh, download this app and you can like mix the colors and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I thought it was like a app specific to this. No, it's just one of those LED controller apps. Like, it's like it works for like a bunch of like different LED products. Well, here's the thing that don't make no fucking sense. I'm looking at the things and they're like, yeah, you have to pay a subscription or pay per fucking color you want to mix with our remote.
Per color?
That's per racist.
Color.
That's racism.
You want purple? You want your LEDs to turn purple? Guess what, bitch? $2.99.
Sometimes I feel like we're serfs.
We certainly are.
Like, in this kingdom of capitalism, we are serfs.
For fucking sure, we are the poors. We are just fucking servants. It's
so crazy.
So fucking, can you imagine? I'm like, what did I buy this? Like, what do you mean? I bought something that already has the capacity for these colors, right? And they're like, yes, the lights do change colors, but the only thing that can control those colors, you have to pay to let us activate a service that the thing already, the actual physical technology already does. And I just...
Did you want green? $6 more.
for fucking. What's your favorite color? It'll ask you right from the get go. What's your favorite color? And you'll be like, oh,
Oh, it
man,
definitely marks that up.
I love orange, and it's just
If
like,
you tell that
fucking
app what your favorite color is, you have to pay 30% more to unlock that color.
guaranteed, and it's just insane. And all the ads are like, the fuck do I have to pay for? Why would I bought this product and it told me to download this app, and like and there's a bunch of these fucking apps, like 12 of them are made by the same fucking Chinese robot company, but most of them are fucking they're like all of them. They're like, you have to pay money, and someone's like, every time I want to change a color, I have to like click off of an ad because it's just popping up constantly, and I fucking hate it, and I click on the wrong thing, and then I have to change it, and then I gotta click on that, and then another ad pops up, and the person's like, yeah, well, that's our free version, so go fuck yourself.
If you're listening to this, go review bomb whatever this app is.
You can't get it any worse. It's like 2-star. You can't get any worse. People are like, yeah, it changes the colors of the LED, but I had to pay $5. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And I'm like,
Crazy.
I'm suddenly like, can I make an app? Can I do this? Because I'll just be less shitty than these ones, and you'll make a fucking killing. Because you'll be the only one that's fucking decent.
Yeah, just play like 2 ads, and then that's it. Control your legs.
And then you'll have all of the fucking downloads because fucking everyone else sucks way worse because they're just a fucking greedy fucking thing. And I guarantee the one that's like literally it's got like a dozen different it's got like a dozen different apps and it's all the same like creator. I guarantee that's because they're like, yeah, our reviews got so low, so we're just like basically doing the same fucking app and hoping they don't notice that we just kind of changed the name a little bit. And that
there was the other day I was watching YouTube. I don't know if you guys have had this experience. I had 40 seconds of unskippable ads.
Whoa.
I unfortunately am a schmuck and pay for YouTube, so
Yeah, I don't pay for YouTube, but that definitely seems like a lot.
I don't pay. That was just on the TV. On my computer. YouTube, don't listen to this part. I have an ad blocker. But, you know, if I'm watching on, like, my Xbox, my TV, my phone, something like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I had 40 seconds unskippable ads, and I was like, what the hell is this? YouTube's getting a little too greedy. I think they need to dial it back.
Were you watching like a movie or was it
No, I was just watching someone's like Twitch VOD.
Oh.
Because I can understand like like the movies that they have, like the free to watch movies being like that. Because it's basically like TV or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so weird for like somebody.
No, I was just watching I was just watching someone's channel and 40 seconds unskippable ads.
Can you as the creator like change that? Because like I feel like
Yeah, you can set your videos to have no ads.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously you need to have some ads, but can you, like, change, like, oh yeah, I only want ads to be, like, 5-second skippables, which, like, might, like, affect your ad revenue.
I don't think you're
No, I don't think you can.
I think you just check the box for ads, or you don't, and then YouTube does the rest. You might be able to calculate, like, if you have a 3-hour video, because if it's, like, what Lara said, it's just a VOD, you might be able to set it so that, like, it just plays the ads in the beginning, or you can allow YouTube to be like however long, like whatever the threshold is, and then it plays another ad. But
and you know what? That was the thing that killed me right there, is that there was an ad in the beginning, and I was like, okay, cool, like it's just gonna be one long ad, you know, because it was like a 30-second ad, and I was like, okay, cool, it's just one long ad, and then the rest of the video will have like maybe an hour or two, you know, like it'll play fine. I maybe made it like 45 minutes in, and then they played 40 seconds unskippable ads, and I was like, this is horse shit.
Yeah. Remember the good old days when YouTube didn't have ads at all?
No.
Meg, don't talk to me anymore. I don't know why, but the way you said no just made me feel old.
I don't think you're old though. I don't know how old you are.
When YouTube came out, what did you guys first use YouTube for? If you remember.
I think the first thing like I genuinely remember watching was Fred.
Fred, Charlie my favorite.
Yeah.
Like those like
Yeah.
early videos. videos. I remember watching, obviously, like
The
Charlie
four
the
horsemen of
Unicorn,
early YouTube.
Charlie
It was like, Fred, Charlie the Unicorn, the Annoying Orange, and I can never remember who the fourth horseman of early YouTube was.
The only person I can think of is like Smosh. They were
See,
pretty
I never
early.
even
Four
know about its
horsemen.
existence.
Horsemen of.
You know what I used YouTube for when it came out and I was like fucking 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever. When YouTube first came out, I remember I would go and I would look up Pokemon videos and I would watch like people's edits, like Pokemon fan cams from 14 fucking years ago.
Which, I mean, so valid. Like, Pokemon's fucking lit, which is probably why you know about Smosh, because they use Pokemon content early on in their thing.
Yeah.
I've seen some of like their like flashback stuff now because I'm a big Smosh fan now.
Okay, it was Smosh. It was
Dude, I'm so
Fred
fucking
the
smart.
Annoying Orange. I can't remember. Okay, it wasn't Charlie the Unicorn like I thought.
Charlie
I
the
can't
Unicorn
remember.
definitely deserves a spot though.
I can't remember this guy's name. But it's I remember watching some of his videos and they were like when I was a kid I was like, yeah, this is great and funny. As an adult, I'm like, why are you talking so loudly? But it's Fred the Annoying Orange, Smosh, and whoever this guy is. I'll try to there we go. Copy image and I'll post it. You guys are probably gonna like either you're gonna know it or we're all just gonna be like, who the fuck is that guy? I'll post it in the chat. No.
Right, so if you're listening to the audio version of this, audio only,
Sorry,
you're not gonna
Rip.
see it.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember his
I
name,
don't
but I know that I've watched.
I don't remember his name.
I've seen his videos in the early days. I do not remember what his name.
Yeah. I think.
But yeah, that's another thing we can do to bully people to join our Patreon when we have one. You get all the visual references.
I don't know if I ever watched his content, to be honest, but he
Yeah.
does look familiar.
Like I saw his face in the picture. I was like, I know I've watched at least a couple of his videos when I was a kid. I do not remember his name, and I do not remember like anything he specifically talked about.
Yeah, I didn't watch Smosh or whoever that dude is, but I watched some Annoying Orange and I watched Fred, of course, but honestly, I wasn't a big YouTube person. Like, I went to YouTube for like a couple of things. I'll tell you what I did watch, because I'm a big old fucking nerd. Dude, Where's My Mount? Which was like a Dude, Where's My Horse kind of like or Dude, Where's My Horse? Dude, Where's My like van? Like, that, thing. And it was like a
Dude, Where's My Car?
Dude, Where's My Car? Is that what
The
it is?
popular hit movie.
Yeah. Yep, that I've never seen, but but I watched this. It's a World of Warcraft version of it, and it just had like a bunch of like different like.
I'm pretty sure
references.
Meg and I are the same age, but talking to Meg makes me feel old.
I'm pretty sure we were right around the same age when you were born.
I'm turning 27 this year.
I'm turning 28. I'm older than you.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
First you love hiccups, you hate bacon, and now you've never seen Dude, Where's My Car?
Dude, this is not looking good for you.
I don't. hate
Meg, your
bacon,
aura
I
is in
just don't
shambles.
love bacon. I'm sorry.
No aura. Minus 10 million aura.
And you've been to France twice? I forgot about that part from the Life is Strange video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
If you're watching this, go watch the Life is Strange videos.
Yeah, for real. That's it. Very funny. I won't spoil anything, but
You did. Just
we
spoil
get
a
what's
bunch.
coming to us. So please bear with it.
I'm sorry.
I genuinely also want to preface, despite all the jokes we make, I am genuinely enjoying the games. When you watch the videos, it sounds like I am just hating on everything and making fun of it. That's just how I cope with trying to record things like this.
I think it's just how you are in general, because I mean, you like me perfectly fine, and you just hate and shit on me too.
That's
Right.
true. Meg's our best friend, and we're so fucking mean to her.
That's true. Weak ankles. What else have we made fun of you for? From Goonies?
Oh my god.
What else? What else was there?
Specifically from Goonies. People will look at me and they'll be like, "Oh, you're talking about One-Eyed Willie." No.
No, I can't. I don't want to be mean. We're talking about the deformed guy. I don't remember his name.
really should just go through Sloth. It's Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah, his
Sloth.
name is literally Sloth.
Sloth. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking wild.
We really
Yeah, Meg, you're the one editing this, so you can like make it so that Lara and I are just like being mean to nothing.
You can literally just bleep it out.
Yeah,
Be like,
you
oh,
can
what do we
cut
call
all
you,
of this.
Pete?
No, listen, I'm gonna leave it all in so that
And then just do what Lara did and like put in like a subtitle on the screen, like my friends love me, I promise, guys.
No,
Beep.
you don't even get that. The whole internet's gonna be like, why do they bully this girl so bad?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I can't believe she agreed to do this channel with them. I'd say fuck them.
And then they're gonna watch Life is Strange and they're gonna hear me saying that I like having the hiccups, and they're gonna be like, never mind, I fucking get
Never
it.
mind. Yeah, everything they've ever said about her is valid.
For real, they're gonna be like, wow.
Oh, you like hiccups?
We'll get Rainbow on an episode and then we'll let the audience decide.
We really
That's
do.
true.
We gotta get Rainbow on here, and we'll just do like an overnights, like shit that happened while on overnights.
Oh my god.
Rainbow, if you're listening to this, could you message one of us and say you would like to be a guest?
Yeah, message us and let us know what your schedule is. Be free on Saturdays and then we can talk.
They're gonna hear Rainbow and they're gonna be like, another gay dude.
I think-
How many gay people do these people know?
I think Rainbow's straight. I didn't really talk to him about that. We just made fun of each other all the time.
You know, because we keep calling him Rainbow. So I was like, haha.
I think Rainbow's straight. Rainbow, if you're listening to this, can you also let us know if you're straight or gay?
Yeah, when you reach out to us about joining like a podcast episode, also let us know if you're gay or
saying, and if you're straight or gay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We're gonna out you if you're not out yet.
Yeah, so just be prepared. Like, know what you want. Know what you want the people to know.
BuzzBait outing special. And they're gonna think that we're like outside, maybe like barbecuing. No, we're outing people. If you know someone and you know damn well that they are gay, let us know and we'll out them.
If you ever guest star on our podcast, you have to tell us what your sexual orientation is so that we can put it as the background image.
What if the robots, the sex robots, right?
Uh-huh.
They only come as straight. That's the default. And then you have to
Oof.
pay to be gay.
Oh no. And I will probably still pay the subscription, sir. If it provides me a convenience, I will probably pay for it.
So like,
I watch too much YouTube, so if I didn't pay for YouTube Premium or whatever it's called, I would not be watching YouTube at all. I pay for Spotify, I pay for YouTube.
I can't imagine a world where I'm not paying for Spotify.
I pay for Discord because I was like, ooh, one day my streaming's gonna take off and I could use like the extra bonuses I get for Nitro, and it hasn't taken off, and I still pay for Discord.
I just realized I'm gonna have a bunch of like extra income compared to people because I don't want to fuck my robot. You know, I was just thinking, my first thought was like, that sounds super messy. Like, what a pain in the ass to clean up. But then you have a robot who can just clean.
But then you have a robot, yeah. Again, make the robot squirt out all their orifices, asshole, pussy, nipples, fucking, I don't know, nose. And then be like, alright, go clean yourself up. See ya. I'm headed to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm headed to work.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe I
That
do
would
want a robot.
it would arguably be one of the funniest parts is like you do the deed and then you just like get up and like get ready to do the rest of your day. You just go like you're good to run cleaning protocol, and the robot just like sits up straight.
Alright, I believe we're looking around 50-ish minutes right now. Meg, would you like to ask the question this week? Or I can.
I got a question. How many times were you dropped as children?
How many times were we dropped?
At least 3 that I know of. My mom dropped me once. My dad dropped me once.
Oh, at least one really early, like 2 months. Within 2 months of my life, I was dropped.
That's
in a
crazy.
fucking
Explains it.
bubble.
Explains
Was
it.
it your mom while she was still thinking about going to France and
Being a
abandoning
lesbian.
your family?
So
She was dreaming of being in France and she forgot she was holding her child that she was going to leave behind. Sorry, is that
She
too
was thinking
mean?
of leaving
I'm so
the-
sorry. That sounded so mean when I said it.
She was thinking
out
of leaving the
loud.
kid behind way before she was thinking of going to France. She had the kid and was like, we gotta get rid of this.
Yeah, I was a second daughter. They were like, we just wanted a fucking boy. I was a spare parts. I was an extra.
Oh my
unwanted. I was the. Okay,
In Sparta, you would have been dropped off a cliff.
Hey,
Just think about
listen,
that. At least
that's
you're
not true.
chilling.
I wasn't deformed as a baby. I didn't get fucked up until later.
10
My
out of 10.
eyes did not.
So
get fucked up
okay,
until
so then later in life you would have been kicked off the fucking cliff.
Listen, we don't know that. Spartan women were valuable. They needed to be strong, and I have good bones.
Weak ankles.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Brutal.
No, I was just trying to tell you the story about how I was dropped as a baby. Whatever, everything's fine. Let's move on.
All right, well, that sounds like the end of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode. You know what? Keep it hard. Keep it hard.
Keep it hard.
Yeah.
Stay bricked up forever, boys.